Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 2019. You can see our own field straight ahead. We have gone ahead and taken care of all the stubble that we had left, and we've planted oilseed radish on it so that we can get the advantage of the additional fertilization. Also taking care of all the weeding. Hold on, get the birds out of here. You guys aren't taking my freaking oilseed radish. Get the hell out of here. Anyway, like I was saying, we have the oilseed radish planted. That'll take care of a little bit of fertilizer. And it'll also give us a little bit of time to go out and help some of our other farmers. Now, while we were cultivating, seeding, everything, I went ahead and got all the weeding done just because it was coming up at the same time, so I don't have to worry about that for this field. However, some of our neighbors are not quite so lucky, so we are headed over to field 11 so that we can get their field weeded, ready to go for them. Because it just hit all at once and completely out of the blue. So they're going to need just as much help as we are. And we should get a nice, decent little payday out of it as well. So should be there in just a second. Oh, that's a really nice field of sunflowers over there to our left, isn't it? I'd like to be able to afford the corn header and everything. Corn, sunflower header, be able to add that to our repertoire. But I don't think we're going to be able to do that quite yet. Maybe in time we'll be able to add a little bit of extra variety, but I also want to have somewhere that we can store it before we start endeavoring into that kind of work. So here we are, field 11. Go ahead and get it unfolded and get started with that. You can see that she is just absolutely infested with weeds. So I think it's probably a good thing that they called. Otherwise, they'd be having to deal with this themselves. And I miss some tiny corner. I do not like doing that. Very OCD about these. But yeah, they definitely called us at the right time. We're definitely ready to get it all finished. And thankfully this weeder is pretty wide, so it shouldn't take overly long for us to get through it. Let's just sit back, relax, enjoy the beautiful sound of our Case IH Puma as we take care of this field for whichever farmer this is, because he or she has never given us their name, so who knows? All I know is they signed the check. It's sure gotten dark, but we are really close to getting this field finished. Definitely took a little bit. You can just tell by looking at the sky. I mean, we started, it was beautiful out. Just a beautiful, airy day. Nice and bright, nice and sunny, not a cloud in the sky. Now, hard to see even with these headlights and the rear lights on. I mean, that is a gorgeous sky. You can't deny that. That moon looks beautiful up there as we miss some of the weeds. Looking at this, it should be hopefully just one or two more passes to get finished. And then probably wait out the night and see if there's something else we can do real quick. But, just gonna see what happens here. God, that moon, I can't get over that. That thing just looks really good with the little bit of light we have left. fact, just because we're so close to the end, I want to take a peek real quick and see what we have for percentage. Looks like we're 92% right now, so that should be just a couple more passes, hopefully one or two more. And we should be able to collect a cool $4,300. I am going to have to look at getting this weeder into the shop because it seems like it's slowing down from where it has been. So we'll at least need to look and see how close that needs to get, but we'll wait until we get this job finished. See what kind of status it's in. That is one thing I kind of wish, like, I don't know, you can see for the tractor while you're in it. I feel like you should be able to see the implement at the same time, but I don't know. That's just me. That's just my guess. It's just my preference, but Giants, they don't pay me for my opinion. I pay them for the right to play a very good game that I enjoy. And hopefully you guys enjoy watching. Let's hop into the cab for a little bit. Try and quiet it down. It does get a little loud out there. Let's look to the side, make sure we're not missing anything. Back in front. I do kind of wish that this case had the, you know, like how the John Deere 6M had the Deere logo on the front mud guards, wheel covers. It'd be kind of neat if this had the case logo on them, like that did. I don't know, just little things that would be kind of cool to add into it. Okay, should be done with there. Really hard the cab to tell just how far over you are whenever it's a implement that's behind you. I can do a combine just fine from inside if I need to. A weeder, a seeder, a cultivator, a fertilizer spreader. I have no chance. I have no frickin' chance until they add in some form of GPS. Or somebody makes it to where you can actually pull up, you know, kind of like field view. But that shouldn't be too long. Oh, look at the cars up there, driving down the road. I actually have never noticed that before. Kind of cool, actually. Just please be smart cars and do not hit the train. Okay, looks like the contract is finished. We do have a little bit left there, but it's late. It's dark, and I don't really want to continue doing this through the night. Go ahead and pick it up, fold it up, and head back to the farm, where I will see you guys in just a second. Alright, let's get this thing backed into a spot. Put it right in here. Lower it down and connect it. We got $4,156 from that contract. So let's see what else there is that we could do. Probably wait until the morning. Could do feeding for 121 bucks. That's not something I really want to do. That's a little light. Kind of trivial when you think about it. But one thing that we could do is let's run up to field 3 and take care of that for them. Shouldn't be too long. See field 3 up here. Not too big, probably roughly the size of that. So yeah, let's go ahead and accept that. I will not do it until the morning though, because it is dark out. So see you guys over there at probably about 6 a.m. So see you guys in a sec. Alright, good morning guys. We're back again. And it looks like it might rain, so I think we need to get on this field really quickly. We don't have time to announce anything. Kind of talk, so we just gotta go. Make sure that we can get all of this harvested before ground. And don't think they want me to do straw swath for them, so let's do that. They didn't say anything about it, so I'm not going to worry about it. I don't want to deal with it. But yeah, as you can see with the weather in the top right corner, it gonna rain. It gonna rain hard, probably. So definitely a good idea to get all this stuff out of the ground for them, because I don't want to wait any longer. I don't think you guys want to wait all day either with me. But we're just gonna fly through this. I'm actually amazed at how much wheat this is. Like, we're over a fifth full as far as our hopper is concerned. That's just one pass. Because of how small it is, I'm not going to do the whole headland thing that we've been doing on our own field. How small it is, I think we can get away without doing it. Because it shouldn't take too long. At least as far as capacity is concerned. And time. The only thing that is kind of a drag is that they want delivered all the way over to the restaurant. Which, if you know Ravenport at all, is the complete opposite end of the map. So we're definitely going to be having to hire a little help for this one, but luckily we shouldn't have to hire too much. But we'll just have to wait and see exactly how long it takes. And Jesus, you are taking a lot of freaking wheat. I haven't seen this much, honestly. She's going wild. I mean, maybe it's also the fact that we did just get this header repaired, get it serviced, so it is that much more effective and that much more reliable, quick. Because if you remember, we were down to 4 miles an hour trying to harvest. Now we're right back at that 6-7 mile an hour range, which is incredible. I absolutely love it. It goes by just so much quicker when we're able to do that. I think we will have to hire somebody to take care of this for a little bit so we can get the tractor taken care of. Because I don't think we're going to be able to do a 5th run without completely filling up the hopper in this thing. Completely filling up the grain bin. Yeah, no way are we going to be able to do it. So let's go ahead, let's finish off this row. Finished off right there. Let's imagine how fast we'd be filling up if we had a bigger header on here. Alright. When we hit 7,000, I'll go ahead and hire somebody and hop into our case. Still feels a little odd to be running a case with a John Deere at the same time, but what can you do? The best value for what we had. Alright, let's throw some lights on so that we can see where we're going. And we can come over here and empty our beautiful John Deere T560. Which is an absolutely magnificent combine. Great buy. Great buy. I'm really glad I didn't just go with the Bison or one of the smaller ones just to try and save money. I think it was worth taking out a large-ish loan for this thing. I'll go ahead and shut the engine off. We'll hop into this so that the moment that we can just go ahead and hop on in. Save a little bit of money there. Alright, we can go ahead and bring the pipe back in. We'll probably have to do the same level, the same plan in order to empty it next time. Do 3 down, middle of the 4th, come back, get that tractor. But whatever works, whatever gets the job done. Whatever gets this wheat out of the ground before it starts to pour on us. And it feels like it's going to do it any second, and I don't like it. I don't like the idea of just getting absolutely pissed on by all the rain about to come down. Especially knowing that we have a job to do right here. Because they hired us to get this wheat out because we said we could, not because we were afraid of a tiny bit of rain. Towards the end we might be able to do, you know what? I think we're going to be able to do 5. We're going to be able to do a 5th one. I mean, it's going to be really tight, but I think we'll be able to do a 5th line, a 5th row. Now, like I said, it's going to be really tight to be able to fit it in, but I think we'll be able to do that 5th row. Then we can unload on the 6th, which will be a pretty full trailer, but then we can just haul it down from there. I actually really like that idea. Really glad it's going to work out, because I didn't think it ever would. Looks like this. I'm just taking a look at the combine. Looks like it is starting to get a tiny bit low. Getting close to half on maintenance, so we might have to start looking into either upgrading this combine or getting it repaired. I'll probably look at upgrading whenever we go to repair it. Whenever that comes, probably going to be a few more harvests, but something we're going to keep an eye on because it is coming up somewhat soon. We'll probably do it around the 6-hour mark or so, because that seems when it's going to be about a quarter. You know, it's going to be a question, are we going to go with another John Deere? Because there's nothing between this and the 790. Kind of surprised they didn't add like the S760, 770, you know, a little bit smaller combines. Or even, I would love this thing. You could do, you know, like an extended auger arm and a grain bin extension, the hopper extension, like you can see on a lot of combines going by field. You know, how you can change the wheels and stuff. Why can't you change the bin size? But, you know, nothing you can really do about that. Just kind of the small things. I do wish they would have had the other S-Series combines, whether it be, heck, I would even accept, gratefully love to have, you know, even an S600. Like have a used market for combines and stuff. You can choose higher, a little bit higher hours. You know, you have a choice between high hours, low hours. You can pay more for low hours, and to where, you know, a low hours poorly maintained combine is going to be worse than a high hours well maintained combine. I think that would have been a really neat mechanic for them to add in, but for whatever reason, you know, just didn't happen. You don't see a lot of games adding in the used market anymore. Even though I think it's an absolutely amazing thing to add in, especially since with, if you're an actual farmer, a lot of people are going to be buying that 2-3-year-old combine, 2-3-year-old tractor. When you trade that in 2 or 3 years, someone's going to be buying your 5-6-year-old tractor, 5-6-year-old combine. You see 25-year-old combines for sale that sell because people have a use for them. I mean, as far as licensing and stuff, I get it. They want their new stuff in, but like the Case 1455 tractor in this game, you can't buy that new. You're gonna have to buy that used if you're going out looking for one in real life. So, I don't know. Something I'd kind of like to see. Not a deal breaker by any stretch, but as far as realism, I love having a used market. Kind of have to take a chance on a used one instead of just automatically getting a brand new one. Alright, we're getting really close to the end, so I'm going to go ahead and hire the workers so we can get this tractor over there and ready to start unloading, because I want to try and avoid letting her sit as much as possible. I mean, it's going to be close. It's going to be really close. Really tight. She's missing a tiny bit. You're really going to make me do this, aren't you? Especially when I get the extra harvest income for the more stuff. I'm not going to let you get away with missing an entire swath right here. I know you are better than that. Actually gotten more than half the field already. So let's get her lined up. Might have to take a tiny bit out of the hopper before we can do it. But we'll figure that out. Hoping it's smart enough to start going once it gets down, you know, 1,000 or so. If it doesn't, I'll have to reset her manually. And they didn't improve that logic, so there we go. We're gonna have to do it. Looks like they've turned off the lights because it's 7 o'clock, and apparently that's when you no longer need headlights anymore. This thing is, I mean, we're going to be at least 19,000 liters before we leave to go unload, take it down to the restaurant. But we're going to just kind of go down to the very end, if for no other reason, to make sure she's not going to fill up while we're making the round. That would not be good. Just have her sitting here waiting for us. Not making any money for us at all. And so there's the end, throw the cover on it, and we will start the trek down there to the restaurant. And I will see you guys in just a second when it is time to unload all this wheat. Okay, time to take the cover off this beautiful load of grain. Cereals, whatever you want to call them. I'm just gonna call it wheat, because it's wheat. Time to get this unloaded so that we can find out how much more of that field we have. I know we have quite a bit of it finished, but I'm just curious the exact percentage, because it's going to tell us in just a moment. And we have 2/3. 2/3 of it completed so far. I'll admit that's better than I thought we had. Can I take this way? Yeah, I can take this way. I've actually never been back here. I'm kind of interested to see what all there is. There's a nice barn. Looks like a horse barn. Cute little greenhouse. Cute little white shed. Whatever that thing is, I want it. I think it's nice. Something over there that I don't know what it is. It's like a coffee shop. Might actually have to go there sometime. A literate coffee shop. Sounds like a place you'd have a book club meeting. I wonder if that's what they do there, is book club. Wouldn't surprise me. You better stay there, brother. Better stay. Better stay. Yeah, one of the things, you guys have probably noticed it already, but the starting map in 2017 was Goldcrest Valley. The fact that it's actually on the sign is something I actually think is really neat, Just kind of a nice little paying homage to Farm Simulator 2017 and 19. That's the little things that are important to me. Little things that go a really long way. We're almost back to the field. I have no idea what kind of fill level is on that combine right now. Hopefully they haven't been missing spots there at the end. If they are, that would be unfortunate. Let's see. They're still going. So they should be getting somewhat close to full, but not overly full, I would think. But we're coming up on our turn now. We'll be able to check it out in just a second. Probably go ahead and unload them as soon as we get there. Just whatever they have, then we can run it manually, get to the last little bit ourselves. But overall, not a bad little mission. Not a bad little bit of harvest. Not a bad little bit of crops. There's the 80% warning. I've been waiting for that for a while. So yeah, definitely a good idea to get over there and unload them the second that we arrive. Which direction are they going right now? Good, they're headed south, so that means they'll be a perfect position for us to slide right on in and unload the moment we show up. Oh, we get over there. There they are, they're making their turn. Come on, back it up. You hit this tiny little section. That's actually really good if that's the only thing they've missed. Very impressive, whatever your name is. I haven't named you. I haven't named my worker. I'm curious how big of a header I could get with the amount of room I have there. I think I could probably get at least a 30 foot on her without trouble. 30 foot wouldn't be anything too big at all. Alright, I'm gonna go put this over here by the header trailer so that once it's unloaded we can go ahead and just pop the header right back on so we can get it back there to the farm later and shut the engine off. Come back over here. Fire the worker. And we will go ahead and get this last little stretch done. Kind of curious to see how much we're gonna get from our little bonus. Just a little bit more. My guess is this hopper's gonna end up around 1,400. See what your guys' guesses are. I'm gonna say 1,400, and I'm gonna be way low. I'm actually gonna be close to 15. Wow. Maybe even. We're gonna be approaching 1,600. Holy shit. We're over 1,600. This wheat really did yield pretty well for him. I'm honored that you let me. Let me harvest it for you. That's a really good crop, whatever your name is. Because none of these people, when they hire us, tell us who they are. All I know is they sign the check. We'll get the last little bit dropped into here. That'll be done in just a moment. There we go. While we're throwing the pipe in, I'm going to try and... There we go. Apparently I figured out how to fold it up now. Took me a little bit, but it's there. Alright. Have a little bit of overhang on the back. can't really center it, otherwise it won't connect to our combine. We do not want to get out. Go ahead and drop it there. Looks good. Looks like it's sitting on there nice and solid. Go ahead and hook it up. We're not gonna grab it back yet. It'll be done at a later moment. But let's go ahead and at least connect the trailer so we don't have to worry about that. Shut her down so we can hop in our tractor and go sell this wheat. Got her covered. Once we find out our final tally for pay, I will see you guys then. Shouldn't be too long. Alright, moment of truth. How much money are we gonna have once we drop off all this terrain? Take a look at the process for it. The final tally is we got an extra 500-ish bucks. That's not bad. But let's go ahead and accept the contract, which is $3,057. That accepted. Got just shy of $8,000, so I'd say that's a pretty good day. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching this episode. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know, how you're liking this. What combines should we get next? Because let's take a look at the market real quick. This was a $285,000 combine. Do we want to go with the 161? Which really isn't that much of an upgrade. So if we were going to do that, I'd just rather stick with the T560. Could go to an S790, but the cost for that, I don't know if we're really going to be able to do that. The axial flow, ideal, all that, not even possible, and we're not going to downgrade. So let me know you guys' thoughts when it comes to this situation, and I will see you guys on the next video.